I've seen my social media accounts growing just a little bit more lately, and so for all those new to my scene, I would like to introduce myself a little bit, what I do here in cyberspace. I'm a multimedia artist, and I primarily play around with sound effects and electronic music these days and videography. My degree is in videography, and I grew up in a very musical family in the Appalachians. I started performing on stage when I was 12 years old, along with my sisters and my mother. We were a singing quartet, my two sisters, my mother, and I, each taking a different harmony while my mother played an acoustic guitar in the background. Sometimes we had an entire band backing us up. My sisters and I were 12, 6, and 8 years old. As a kid who didn't really want to be singing gospel and folk music and growing up in a kind of like a country music environment, I quit music a long time ago. I stopped as sort of a rebel move. I wanted to find myself. I wanted to get out of where I grew up. A collector came across the mountainous regions at some point, looking into folk musicians in the Appalachian area, western North Carolina, up into both the Virginia areas, and into Kentucky and Nashville, Tennessee. They took this collaboration of folk music artists and some country artists and put them together into a collection that went into the Smithsonian Institute, where my mother's records are today, as she was and still is a singer-songwriter folk artist. My sisters are currently in a traveling band. They have a really good following, and they go all over the place. Now I came back to it recently. I guess they always say that you come home at some point. I can make all kinds of music. Folk music is pretty easy to me because it's natural. It's in the bloodline, kind of. But while it's pretty natural, it's not really my passion. I love metal. I love heavy metal, stoner metal, industrial metal. I like dark wave, electronic music, trance, transcending into dance music and beats. I like making sound effects and using layers and playing with ambient music and making noise soundscapes and things like that. So that's the kind of thing you're going to find me doing on here on my social media accounts. A lot of photography, video clips. I do it because it's fun. I like it. It makes me happy. And life is short.